Gentlemen, you can change your life just like that. All it takes is really three things. And I started thinking about this year because I just turned 32 and I wasn't 100% satisfied with my life. And I'm sure many of you guys are watching this video because you feel the same way. It's not that I'm doing bad, I'm doing great. I've got a beautiful wife, nice car, nice house, things like that. But this life was meant to be something greater. I've always had a feeling in my heart that I was destined for greatness, destined to do some big things. And I don't feel like I'm living up to my full potential. So what I did was at the beginning of June, I started a 90-day challenge, the 90-day disciplined reset protocol. And really what that consists of is three things. The first thing, if you want to change your life from where you are today to living what you could consider the dream life, there's three things, like I said, that you're gonna have to nail down. The first one is your physical fitness. Guys, let's be honest. Most of us could lose between 10 and 25 pounds. We just could. A lot of us are overweight, out of shape, haven't been running, haven't been in the gym, haven't been fighting. And that has to change. We have to do what we have to do. I've always been athletic. I've always competed in sports. I've always been in the gym. But I've gained a lot of weight over the last couple of years. And you're not going to be able to perform at your highest level when you're overweight. It's just impossible to do. And so during this 90-day challenge, you guys are going to see me drop pounds like crazy. I started at the beginning of June. I'm already down 10 pounds. Started at 250. I weighed in this morning at 240. And we're going to keep getting that weight off with some of the things in my protocol that I'm doing. And I'm just excited because this isn't something that I'm selling you or telling you, hey, you need to buy this or buy that. Eventually, will I put this protocol out to the world? Probably. But as of right now, I'm using myself as the test dummy for this protocol. Because if I can't do it, why would I provide it to others? Why would I tell other people to do it? Right? And you guys are going to watch me on this channel go from 250 down to 225, down to 215, down to 200, lean and mean and muscular. And all of you guys who are a little overweight and you say, hey, it doesn't matter, I don't care about being in shape, that's bullshit. Nobody believes you. Nobody believes that you think that you look good when you're overweight. They just don't. Our wives and our girlfriends, they might tell us, oh, you look great, you're fine, you don't need to lose any weight. They're lying to you, because the same woman, when you're out and about in a beautiful area like this where there's people in shape, they're going to look at those men. They are. And they're not going to tell you. You may not even see it. But trust me, they're looking at those men and they're comparing you to them. So this should be a wake-up call. That's the first thing you have to do to change your life in 90 days, is to lose 10 to 25 pounds, get in shape. The second thing is you have to get disciplined. And arguably, that should be the first, because you're not going to be able to lose the weight. You're not going to be able to put on the muscle. You're not going to be able to get in the best shape of your life if you're not disciplined. So what I mean by discipline, because I'm not just talking about the gym. What I mean is you have to wake up every day with an agenda. You have to have non-negotiables in your life that you just don't compromise on. For me, a couple of them are working out 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, reading at least 30 minutes a day, getting 10,000 steps in daily and tracking it, not just saying, I think I got that many steps in. And there's several other things, but those are three really good starting points for every man listening or watching this video. You have to have discipline in your life because it spills over into everything. So when people say, oh, you can get rich, you can get a girl, you can make money without being in shape. Yeah, you can, but will it last? And will they see you the same way that you view yourself in your head? Do you view yourself in your head as successful, even though you're out of shape, out of weight? Probably not. And I would say even more than being in shape is the discipline. Women like disciplined men who do what they say they're going to do, men who take care of themselves and others, and that's what you should be going for. The third pillar is your money. Far too many people are out here living paycheck to paycheck. And there's going to be people on this video who say, oh, that's not true. Oh, my money's right, all that good stuff. When you look at the numbers, 70 or 80% of people can't come up with $1,000 for an emergency. If you can't come up with $1,000 for an emergency, you are living paycheck to paycheck. I would even beg to differ that if you couldn't come up with $5,000 for an emergency, that you're living paycheck to paycheck. This is 2026. Everything's expensive. Everything. So you have to get to a point where you have the financial literacy and the financial discipline. There's that word again, right? Discipline, to be able to get out of that rut of living paycheck to paycheck. So those are the three things you need to do to change your life. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hopefully you take these things to heart and you improve your life. I will see you guys in the next video.